Hello everyone. So today we're going to talk about, it's a book review about this book here. Well, two books. Nightstalkers, Extinction Event, and Sanctum. Those two books are written by the same author, Jasper T Scott, as you can see there, and it deals with alien invasion of Earth. And before I talk about this, because this is going to contain with spoilers when I start talking about this book. So Jasper T Scott is a writer that has some interesting series. You've got, for example, a duology, Rockstar, and Frozen Earth and New Worlds, which supposedly is something to do with Earth being, well, frozen. We've got, for example, here a couple of one solo novel, Into the Unknown. The cruise ship jumped to the wrong star system. Then we've got another solo novel, which was released this month or last month, No Way Home, the mystery kind of survival series. Kind of, yeah, it's a sci-fi mystery when paradise starts to panic. And then we've got a series of books, Final Days, Colony and Escape, Jasper T Scott, and in this case Nathan Eiston. You can see here. And this will deal with the countdown to the end of the world has begun. A mysterious conversion of natural disaster threatened to destroy life as you know it. So it's a thriller kind of stuff. Then we've got a trilogy and a tetralogy. I believe they are connected in some ways. So you've got here Arrival. It's the first book in the Cadence Invasion trilogy. So again, alien invasion. You've got the New World Order and Endgame. Then we have four novels, sorry. First Encounter, Occupied Earth, Fractured Earth, and Second Encounter. He has a couple of others, trilogy and so on. He writes a lot, what I mean by this. And he is one of the three sci-fi self-published novelists that I've been purchasing some books. It's Jasper T Scott, it's Joshua Calvert, and Brandon Key Norris. They write a lot, and when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. This author, I don't think that he is 40. He has 40 years. I don't think he is 40 years old, but he already written most books, most that, well, I can check just quick just so what I wanted to say. All of these three novelists are the same. So Jasper T Scott, okay, it's a youngster. I don't know how old he is, to be honest, because in Fantastic it doesn't say, in his website I don't see anything related to his age, but he has a lot of series. He has 6-book series, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trilogies, one tetralogy, one pentology, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 5 series. So he has written at least 50 books. And what I mean by this, I bought them because they look in paper good. They are fast-paced novels, which I enjoy, and I wanted to try. Why did I bought so much? I don't know, but that's what it depends. I read 3 of his books. The first one was a solo novel, and I was not convinced by his work. It's Under Darkness. It's a solo novel. And then I started these two because they seem interesting. They're a duology, 1,100 pages or so, and they seem fine. It's a book dealing with an alien invasion of Earth, and I wanted to see this kind of stuff. And what I got was this. So I'm going to get into some kind of spoilers, so don't, if you don't want to know anything besides spoilers, don't stick around. So basically what you have got here is a series. In the beginning we are introduced to the characters, and just right from the back shit happens. So there are meteorites come to Earth or something like that, and they are destroying Earth. Almost instantly there are monsters size of bears that kill people. Then, after an initial encounter, and it's around 70 pages, we jump to the second part of the series in these 70 pages afterwards, and it's 8 years after. The family is living in a farm, and they are trying to survive. They are just supplying the cities with food, I guess, and at the same time the cities that still exist provide them in other goods. After an encounter with a human that it seems that is collaborating with with the aliens, they think that okay, we should tell someone, and so they will go to the governor of that, I don't know, place. Not, there are several cities, and then there is a governor, and they will go to the governor to tell what's happening. Stuff happens. It's a thriller, mostly thriller. They encounter enemies. They bang bang and everything in between. They are, well, stuff doesn't go as well as they hoped. They learn that there are human collaborators, and there are people that are trying to fight that. The first book ends with their loss of their farm that they have, and they have to go to live in the city, but that city doesn't want them there because they are being chased by the governor, so he employs them, but at the same time they, in this case the main protagonist, has to do something for the leader of the city, which is infiltrate the rangers, the police, if you can call it, or the army, the remaining of the army, because they want to try to find out and to try to usurp the governor, because the governor is one of those collaborators. Enter the second novel, Sanctum. Sanctum is a place that is hinted in the first book, that deals with a planet where humanity can live relatively safe from these aliens. How this happens, how they know, well, there are someone that tells them how humanity or the people that go there knows, we don't know how they are going there, how they have the spaceship and so on. We never learn about that. And enter the second novel. The second novel is basically they are trying to lay low. They no longer want to go to Sanctum because there is only one spaceship that lives in Chicago or something like that, and they are not in Chicago. They are in the South, Texas, I guess. And so they are trying to live their lives. 5 years have passed. Stuff happens, and they are in the way to defeat the governor and to make people realize that the governor is a collaborator. So they do what they have to do to go there. They program the place. They program other people that are on board with this agenda. They are called the Nightingale, and they have to go there. I believe they are Nightingale. Or Nightingale, they're the bad guys. I don't know, but they are something. They are two birds, and they have to go to the governor's place, the city, and try to unmasquerade him in front of the population. Afterwards, well, they don't know what will happen, but it is what it is. Of course, stuff doesn't happen as they wanted, and they end up defeated, or I don't want to go too much spoil, but basically things don't go as planned, and then the author just run out of patience, I guess, and they say, okay, let's go to another planet with his family, another couple of people, and start new paradise. And that's it. The book ends, and we never learn what happens to Earth. So basically, what are my complaints about this? I was promised a novel about alien invasion, and I can easily say to you that if you remove every conversation regarding aliens and instead of it put like a thriller, imagine like a post-apocalypse scenario where central government has collapsed and only these small republics that you've seen it in the movies, in books and so on, survived. Imagine now that this republic is being bad for the people, and you want to overthrow that. That's these books. That is the plot of these books. The part that aliens appear are scarce to non-existence. Not only that, but there are two sets of aliens. There are the smart aliens and the animal aliens. So the animal aliens are aliens that arrived in the beginning and they just want to eat people up. And the smart aliens are the ones that are kidnapping people, throwing them back to the moon and their space stations and so on, and make them work for these aliens and then eat them. What's the purpose of these aliens, of the animal aliens? We don't know, because there is never hinted why these animal aliens appear on Earth. I mean, it could easily say something like, okay, they are going to do the terraform, and they are doing terraform of Earth to their planet. They could easily say that, okay, these aliens are part of that terraform and they are do something with, I don't know, make some shit up that makes sense to why those two aliens. Back in the end, like in the 40 page the end, someone came, hey, so this is like this. So there are two castes of aliens. One is smart, one is animal. We have 1,100 page without anything, and then in the end, okay, you just it, believe it. I mean, as a thriller novel, it's good. As a thriller novel, it's good. As alien versus human, it's bad. There are no alien versus human. There are human versus human. Basically, that's it. Human fighting human, and the aliens are there. They appear from time to time, and that's it. It's bad. It's bad. What I mean by this bad, I mean that if you want, if you enjoy, or if you want a Saturday Night Flick, a movie from Sci-Fi's channel, where you know it's going to duplicate some other important novel that exists, but in low budget, yeah, these are those books. You read it, or you watch it or read it, or whatever you do. You watch it or read it, and in the end, by the end of the day, your mind will forget what you have read. And I guess that in 1 year, I will not remember the vast majority of this plot. That's why I make these reviews, because to remember or to make myself understand, but and to talk about other books that are not as so well talked here. Sometimes I give good reviews, sometimes I give not as good reviews when they deserve. It's my opinion. It's not the world opinion. I have not an overlord that decides this is good, this is bad. No, this for me is bad. That didn't work, but for other people it works. On Goodreads, it seems that the vast majority of people agree with me. It doesn't have a good rating. The first book, the second book has a good rating because it's a second book and most people stopped in the first. Well, I'm lying. The first book has a good rating, 4.13. So the vast majority of people enjoy it. Although there are only 58 reviews and 606 ratings. But almost all of his stories that I know, they have like they have less ratings. So the first book has 1,000 ratings, the second has half. I guess people just, I mean, makes no sense. Well, it makes sense because most people can read the first book and not the second, but whatever. What I mean by this is that it's not; those are not bad books. They are good if you want to read some kind of thriller, and again, just read. But now you're not getting anything from this. This is not good sci-fi novels, in my opinion. Okay, they are good thrillers, not good sci-fis. That's my opinion. I rated 3 stars as well as the first book. I rated 3 stars because by the end, 200 last pages, I was just boring. It's like this was made for a TV show or a video game where you have the main quest and you have the side quests, and there are a lot of side quests. And then there is the when I don't feel that there is any problems or any not any adversity that makes me okay, maybe he dies, maybe he's going to live, or that character, it removes the tension that thrillers should have. In this book, as far as I remember, there are one character that it's in the first book. It's almost one of the main characters that dies. Not in the first book, but in the second book. I don't consider his wife important because she's only alive for 50 pages. So, yeah, if you want a fast-paced thriller, go for it. If you want a sci-fi thriller about humans versus aliens and how you're going to adapt to live with this alien technology and defeat, no, you don't. You will not get that at all from these books. Again, if you remove 50 pages, it's almost everything that has to do with aliens, apart from the occasional monster attack, which again it's very sporadic. I would say that these books are not for you. I will continue to read Joshua T. Calvert novels, because again Jasper, not Joshua. Joshua is the other one. Jasper T Scott novels. Yes, I will continue to read it, but I'm doubtful that I'm going to buy more until I read everything, and my they say balance, not balance, but the scales is going to be higher than medium, because all of these novels are three. They are not bad per se, but they are not good. They are just that. So yeah, thank you for this. And sorry I have to talk like this, but it's my opinion. Again, don't forget, in the end, it's my opinion. And what the hell do I know? I am not a writer. I know what I want to read. I know what I like. And besides that, I'm just it. It's a simple novel to read. It's not deep novel. It has nothing on writing that make you wonder and like beautiful prose. Nothing. It's just a movie adaptation to a book. It's what I see. Or again, yeah. Thank you all.